Hello, this is Gregory Virgin, writer, director, and star of Monet versus Van Gogh. These paintings you see here at the beginning, these are actually not the real paintings. We tried to get access to the Louvre, but we never heard back from them, so we did end up just using computer printouts. But it's amazing with camera tricks what you can do and how realistic they look. This is Tom Spooner, who's playing a pretentious douchebag, but I will say he is far from the title of his role. He is a wonderful douchebag. That role, as some of you may know, was originated by Stephen Sanborn on Broadway. Stephen was unable to reprise the role in the film version because he got selected as the new writer of the slogans that you see on fortune cookies, which obviously that's a full-time job, so we had to recast this role. Um, when I made this film, it was a balance that I was really having to strike between putting my own spin on it and at the same time honoring the history. I didn't want to take too many liberties when telling a true story, but at the same time, I wanted to make it cinematic, and I hope that I struck that balance. Studios were not initially very pleased about this idea. They knew me more from comedy, so when I brought a period drama to them, they were not happy to be doing that, and they wanted to make some changes that I really wasn't comfortable with. They wanted to change the name of Van Gogh. Apparently, they ran some focus groups, and Van Gogh didn't test well. They wanted to cast Dwayne the Rock Johnson in one of the roles. As a matter of fact, they wanted the whole movie to be set within the same universe as Fast and the Furious, and it just didn't match my vision. So I ended up financing and directing the whole film myself, and I'm glad I did. All right, here we have Aaron Benchish, who plays Vincent Van Gogh. This is the big confrontation. Now, if I want you to look real closely, you can see Aaron smile for just a moment if you look right there. You see? Oh, if you blink, you missed it. But Aaron, there's a crew member that actually just burped right when we yelled action. So most people don't notice that, but I thought that was kind of fun. You'll notice that the background between is the white behind Vincent and the black behind Claude. Now, a number of people have talked about that, film scholars, and they've been saying, oh, it's clearly the contrast between light and dark and good and evil. And to those people, I say several things. First of all, racists. And second of all, I think you're just reading too much into it, quite frankly. It's just a curtain that happened to be there, and I didn't even think about it, that they were divided like that. Pure coincidence. To get down the French accent that I use in this film, I trained for several months with a dialect coach. Unfortunately, I realized eventually that he wasn't actually French, he was just very, very arrogant, which was really too bad because, it was just a lot of wasted time.
Took me years to create.
With fight scenes like this, much of the action's actually faked. I didn't actually slap him right there. I just clapped my hands, but it simulates a slap. It looks like I slapped him. It's a very effective technique.
I keep Escarcet with me at all times.
This is Glo Chitwood playing the frustrated camera woman. Listen, I'm not going to pull any punches. Anyone who knows me knows that I tell like it is. Glo was a total diva, just really a challenge to work with. I would not work with her again. She just had so many ridiculous demands. She wanted water, bathroom breaks, didn't want to stand for more than 18 hours. It was just went on, and you don't want to work with people like that who just they really put a strain on the production. So she won't last in this town.
Why? Yes, I gave it to a girl. He's lying!
I really enjoyed watching this particular scene with the test audience just to hear their screams of shock when I emerged through that door. Just nobody was expecting it. It was very much inspired by the shower scene in Psycho. Now here you'll see that there is a bit of a hint of a romance here between these two characters. I really wanted to keep it subtle. I think it's very important not to just beat the audience over the head with it. You don't want to talk down to your audience, and you want to sort of let them infer things on their own. But if you didn't pick up on that, I apologize if I was maybe a bit too subtle. There's a mild continuity error here. I didn't notice this, unfortunately, until I was in the editing room, but you'll see that the wall behind us and the door are not connected. It's things like that that when you're running a production, you're managing a million things. You're trying to make sure everybody has their lines and everything. You just don't think about stuff like that sometimes. So that happens, but I honestly, nobody has said anything, so I don't think that anyone has really noticed it. I think the story is compelling enough, hopefully, that you know uh, that won't be a problem for people.
Merci.
This is actually a really funny story. You'll like this. This door wouldn't shut, and it was an accident. It was not in the script. But we ended up liking it and we left it in. And those are the sorts of happy accidents that can happen to you. Sometimes you feel on productions like these that God is kind of watching over you. And I think that's what happened here. Well, thank you everyone for watching this film and my commentary. This was really a labor of love, this film for me, and it took 22 years to get it made, but I'm glad it finally happened and we did it the right way. Some people have been asking me about a possible sequel, and what I'll say to that is I don't really think that's in the cards. It's just, I think the bar was set high with the Santa Claus 3, the escape clause, and those are tough shoes to fill, so I'm not sure how many more metaphors I can get into this explanation, but I think that's plenty. All right, thanks a lot. Bye-bye.